What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So things are changing. There's a lot of changes happening right now. First, President Biden is struggling to get the support for his $2.25 trillion infrastructure package. We know Amazon's Jeff Bezos actually supports an increase in corporate tax hikes, which is odd, but I'll explain why in a minute. We know lawmakers are saying that stimulus checks and unemployment benefits are an essential need, and we need to see an extension of both of those and an additional stimulus check. So we know a little bit about that. And then we also know the American people, obviously, are still suffering. Yes, we still need help. So here's what we know. And welcome to your stimulus update for the afternoon of Friday, April 9th. First, chairs of the Senate Finance Committee and others have actually sent a letter to President Biden very recently stating they want to see more stimulus checks. Stimulus checks are needed. The American people have proven time and time again that no, this economy is not turning around as quickly as many people were expecting, but the American people have proven that they are responsible with their stimulus checks. They're paying bills, they're paying for food. They're not just going and buying the new PlayStation, the new Xbox, the new Jordans that come out. That's not what they're doing. Some people maybe, but the majority of people actually need this money. So these lawmakers are saying we need to see more. Right now, many are curious as to why a group of over 50 representatives in the House, more than a dozen senators in the Senate, and other lawmakers are asking, why do we need additional unemployment benefits right now? Why should we be going over this? Why should we be discussing this at this time when there's still 21 additional weeks left of this unemployment benefit and unemployment boost? Why do we need that? But at the same time, some lawmakers are stating that they are already seeing people run out of their $1,400 stimulus checks. Many people, and even people in this community, are saying that they haven't even received their $600 stimulus checks. And so a lot of people are asking, why should we be discussing an extension of unemployment benefits when right now there's other needs that need to be addressed? That's a big question. What I can tell you at this time, and again, this is one of the reasons why progressives are not just pushing for an additional stimulus check. They're pushing for a $2,000 per month stimulus check because they say that is what we need. This is what will give the American people momentum. This is what will give the economy the momentum that it needs to get back on track. $2,000 per month. That is what every single American needs, according to progressives. Even though, many experts are saying $2,000 per month is never going to happen. I personally believe it is most likely not going to happen. There's a chance it could, but honestly, I don't think it really is going to happen because it will be too costly. According to a few reports, many are saying that maybe $1,000 per month. However, it cannot be for the entirety of this pandemic. It has to have a set period of time. For example, let's say 6 months. 6 months, $1,000 per month, that's quantifiable. We can actually figure out how much that is going to cost. But if it's an open-ended date, nobody knows. The GOP will never support that. Centrist Democrats will never support that. And others would say, no, let's use that money on other things. So we will see. But as of right now, it all comes down to what lawmakers are willing to accept as well. Because right now, some are saying that there's other more important pieces of legislation that we need to address. Some are talking about infrastructure. But that's the issue is if the infrastructure bill is holding everything up, some are saying let's just forget the infrastructure for now and let's work on trying to fix the economy. But then you have some Democrats that say, well, the infrastructure will fix the economy. And granted, it will. This is going to impact the economy, and I think it's going to have a very, it's going to benefit the economy in some ways. However, it's not going to be immediate, and that's where lawmakers are kind of discussing what should we work on. Should we work on immediate relief to get the economy back to where it once was, or provide some type of substantial, big, bold package like a $2.25 trillion infrastructure bill that would actually provide for the economy, not just today, next month, and next year, but for decades into the future. Right now, we don't know where they're going to go, but this is where the discussions are currently at. Right now, all Republicans currently oppose President Biden's $2.25 trillion infrastructure plan. At least 14 Democrats oppose his plan as well. And we know that many large and small businesses alike are not in favor of these changes either. Where President Biden is losing most of his support is actually coming from the tax hikes on businesses. This is something that many businesses, many small businesses are saying this would absolutely devastate them. When they're trying to get up and running, when they're trying to build back their business, this doesn't build back anything better. This doesn't work. President Biden's Build Back Better plan doesn't actually fit in a pandemic. But there is one person, one businessman that does say he supports President Biden's $2.25 trillion infrastructure plan and his corporate tax hikes from going from 21% all the way up to 28%. That is billionaire Jeff Bezos from Amazon. Well, here's what you need to understand. Right now, a large corporation like Amazon, they employ very good accountants. They employ some of the best lawyers in the world. But they do this because they figure out ways for them to defer and not have to pay taxes. When you defer taxes, it's a very simple loophole that the IRS lets you do as a business owner. You can buy a product. You can buy, let's say, I'll use Grant Cardone, for example. Instead of paying, let's say, $60 million to the IRS, he decided, I'll just buy a private jet for $60 million. He buys the jet, and there you go. Just wipes away and actually defers his taxes for the next year. And every single year, he just keeps deferring and deferring and deferring. And that's essentially what Amazon's doing by building their business. Well, Amazon supports a larger corporate tax rate because they don't pay anything anyway. They pay $0 in taxes. Well, who would this actually impact? This would actually hurt Amazon's competitors, the smaller guys, the little companies that are taking, a few bucks away from Amazon every single day. When every single company is taking away some money from Amazon, if Amazon crushes them by increasing the tax rate and supporting the tax rate or the tax hike that President Biden wants to impose, it actually helps Amazon. So of course, Jeff Bezos is in favor of this. Now, one thing I just want to point out is that right now, a lot of lawmakers are saying there has to be some big changes. A corporate tax hike would be a major change, but not to large corporations like Amazon, like FedEx. Those companies wouldn't pay anything, even Nike. What I can tell you right now is some lawmakers are saying that after the Capitol riot, things completely changed. That's when they knew that what happened on the Capitol or in the Capitol that day on January 6th, was it January 6th? No. January 6th, I believe, or 5th, one of those days anyway. But what happened on that day, okay, that was a turning point. And that is when most of these lawmakers realized that we are too divided. So they want to see big changes. And this is where some who are completely supportive of working with the other party are saying that, yes, we need to do something and we need to unite. We need to unify Congress. We need to unify the nation. We need to come back. Well, even Senator Joe Manchin, he had this to say yesterday. I've watched people that had power and abused it. I've watched people that sought power and destroyed themselves. And I've watched people that have a moment of time to make a difference and change things and used it. I would like to be that third. What he is saying right now is he is not going to vote to kill the filibuster. That's not going to happen. He doesn't even want to see President Biden and Democrats use the budget reconciliation in this next bill. He doesn't want to see that because it would be hurtful and it would be detrimental to the chances of Republicans and Democrats ever working well with each other in the future. And if this is the new norm, this is what he said a few days ago, if this is the new norm, what we're going to see is there's going to be a huge swing every time there's a political change. If Democrats currently hold the House and Senate, which they do, and the presidency, what happens if Republicans win back the House and Senate when President Biden is in office? The House and the Senate will vote pretty much on just about anything, get it passed, and then put it on President Biden's desk and make him look like the bad guy. And this is what many Democrats are worried about, is if they do this, which we know Republicans they're not opposed to this. Democrats aren't opposed to doing something like this either. But currently, they're the ones in power, so this makes them kind of vulnerable, kind of weak. This is what we could see. We could see a huge shift in the next couple of years. And that's, I think, what Joe Manchin is saying, is that he does not want to see that. He does not want to see this huge legislative shift from one extreme clear to the other. So we will see. But right now, according to a few reports, change is coming. We're going to see some changes. We don't know exactly what it's going to be. Some lawmakers are saying it will be significant. It will be significant. It will be bold. It will be bigger. That's what they're saying. But as always, as I know more, I promise, I will come back. I will keep you updated on everything that we're hearing, all the latest news and all the latest information. Just want to thank you guys for watching. All you have to do if you want to stay updated is just subscribe. Just got to click that subscribe button down below. Also, if you can, hit that thumbs up button. It actually does help out the video. Again, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.